Life begins now, right now, not tomorrow or the next day or the next. Every minute of every hour of every day, life begins anew. That means everything can change in an instant. It also means that you can have a new beginning whenever you want. First, we become aware of that which is divine around us. Then we become aware of that which is divine within us. Finally, we become aware that all is divine and that there is nothing else. This is the moment of our awakening. So long as you are still worried about what others think of you, you are owned by them. Only when you require no approval from outside yourself can you own yourself. Your light is seen, your heart is known, your soul is cherished by more people than you can imagine. If you knew how many others have been touched in wonderful ways by you, you would be astonished. If you knew how many people feel so much for you, you would be shocked. You are far more wonderful than you think you are. Rest with that. Rest easy with that. Breathe again. You are doing fine, more than fine, better than fine. You're doing great, so relax and love yourself today. Life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you believe about life will be your experience of life. Fear is energy which contracts, closes down, draws in, runs, hides, hoards, harms. Love is the energy which expands, opens up, sends out, stays, reveals, shares, heals. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. You won't find glory at the centre of safety, but at its edge. You won't find love at a place where you are covered, but in the space where you are exposed. You got to take some risks. You have to not only pick up the dice, but roll them. So go ahead, take the gamble. You have nothing to lose except the chance to win. Life is not long enough to spend it on the sidelines. It is okay to be at a place of struggle. Struggle is just another word for growth. Even the most evolved beings find themselves in a place of struggle now and then. In fact, struggle is a sure sign to them that they are expanding. It is their indication of real and important progress. The only one who doesn't struggle is the one who doesn't grow. So if you are struggling right now, see it as a terrific sign. Celebrate your struggle. Quantum physics tells us that nothing that is observed is unaffected by the observer. That statement from science holds an enormous and powerful insight. It means that everyone sees a different truth because everyone is creating what they see. All human actions are motivated at their deepest level by two emotions, fear or love. In truth, there are only two emotions, only two words in the language of the soul. Fear wraps our bodies in clothing. Love allows us to stand naked. Fear clings to and clutches all that we have. Love gives all that we have away. Fear holds close. Love holds dear. Fear grasps. Love lets go. Fear rankles. Love soothes. Fear attacks. Love amends. The highest thought is always that thought which contains joy. The clearest words are those words which contain truth. The grandest feeling is that feeling which you call love. Your own life is the way it is because of you and the choices you have made or failed to make. Nothing is as bad as it seems. Nothing. There is a benefit and a blessing hidden in the folds of every experience and every outcome. That includes every and any bad thing that may be happening to you right now. Change your perspective. Know that nothing happens ever that is not for your highest good. All that needs to change for you to see this is your definition of highest good. You are goodness and mercy and compassion and understanding. You are peace and joy and light. You are forgiveness and patience, strength and courage, a helper in time of need, a comforter in time of sorrow, a healer in time of injury, a teacher in times of confusion. You are the deepest wisdom and the highest truth, the greatest peace and the grandest love. You are these things, And in moments of your life, you have known yourself to be these things. Choose now to know yourself as these things always. The best things in life are free, and it is important never to lose sight of that. So look around you. Wherever you see friendship, loyalty, laughter, and love, there is your treasure. The best way to experience power or anything is to give it away. Make someone else powerful and you become twice as powerful as you were before. Make someone else loved and you become twice as loved. Make someone else feel good and you feel twice as good. It doesn't get any better than this, and it's all so simple. The struggle ends when gratitude begins. God is speaking to all of us all the time. The question is not to whom does God talk? The question is, who listens? Don't dismiss the synchronicity of what is happening right now, finding its way to your life at just this moment. There are no coincidences in the universe, only convergences of will, intent, and experience. Every decision you make, every decision, is not a decision about what to do. It's a decision about who you are. When you see this, when you understand it, everything changes. You begin to see life in a new way. All events, occurrences, and situations turn into opportunities to do what you came here to do. What you hope, you will eventually believe. What you believe, you will eventually know. What you know, you will eventually create. What you create, you will eventually experience. What you experience, you will eventually express. What you express, you will eventually become. This is the formula for all of life. The purpose of relationships is not to have another who might complete you, but to have another whom you might share your completeness. Do not wonder why things are taking so long. In fact, everything is rolling out exactly as it needs to, using not a minute more than perfection requires. Rest easy and be at peace. Life is working its magic even as you take your very next breath. Give everyone whose life you touch a sense of their own worthiness as a person, a sense of the true wonder of who they are. Give this gift and you will heal the world. Happiness is allowing yourself to be okay with what is, rather than wishing for and bemoaning what is not. Obviously, what is supposed to be, or it would not be. The rest is just you arguing with life. There is no truth except the truth that exists within you. Everything else is what someone is telling you. There is a divine purpose behind everything and therefore a divine presence in everything. Life is movement. Movement is change. Every time a submolecular particle swings through time and space, something is changing. Change is inevitable. It is the nature of life itself. The trick in life is not to try to avoid change, but to create change. Then it is the kind of change you choose. The correct prayer is never a prayer of supplication, but a prayer of gratitude. Thankfulness is thus the most powerful statement to God, an affirmation that even before you ask, you have been answered. Therefore, never supplicate, appreciate. Glorify who you are today. Do not condemn who you were yesterday, and dream of who you can be tomorrow. Fear and guilt are your only enemies. If you let go of fear, fear lets go of you. If you release guilt, guilt will release you. How do you do that? By deciding to. Forget about the past. It does not accept except in your memory. Drop it and stop worrying about how you're going to get through tomorrow. Life is going on right here, right now. Pay attention to that and all will be well. The secret of life is not to have everything you want, but to want everything you have. If you believe the noises of the world rather than the silences of your soul, you will be lost. Self-creation never ends. You are continually creating yourself from the field of infinite possibilities. You are in every moment born again, and so is everyone else. You cannot experience yourself as you are until you've encountered what you are not. Until you decide what something means, it has no meaning at all. You determine what something means. Happiness is a decision, not an experience. You can decide to be happy without what you thought you needed in order to be happy, and you will be. Your experience is the result of your decision, not the cause of it. Everything is falling together perfectly, even though it looks as if some things are falling apart. Trust in the process you are now experiencing. If you don't like the way you are headed, change direction. Go inside. Search your place of inner wisdom. See what this calls on you to do, and then do it.